Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. If you are new here, if you are not, then it's so good to have you back. Today, we're going to be doing a slow and strong style of Vinyasa class. So, yeah, we're just going to be moving not as quickly, not one breath, one movement, but very slow, very controlled, which does not mean it's going to be easy. So, don't get those two notions confused. All right, we're going to get started in child's pose. You don't need anything, but if you want blocks to help support certain poses like half moon or pyramid pose, you're always more than welcome to use any props that you want. It's really up to you. It's a personal choice, but you don't need any. All right, so let's get started in child's pose. So you can just make your way knees wide apart, big toes together. Let's relax the forehead down on the mat. And you can relax your elbows down on the mat for now as well. All right, let's start to breathe deeply in and out of the nose, finding grounding here in the present moment. And just starting to notice how you're feeling today. So noticing the body, if there's any pain, any tension, if you feel particularly open or soft. Noticing the rhythm of the breath, if it feels more shallow or deeper than usual. Just taking a few moments, checking in with yourself. And then let's start to reach through the fingertips and activate the child's pose and keep breathing deeply. 5 more breaths here. And so each time you breathe out, squeeze the navel in. Let's pull the hips back towards the heels, finding a stretch in both directions along the spine. One more breath here. On your next exhale, let's walk both hands over to the right, stretching out the left side of your body. 3 breaths. And next inhale, let's walk back through center. And then exhale, both hands walk over to the left. And imagine you're kind of blowing up this right lung here, pushing the right lung out to the side. Obviously, that's not what's really happening, but having that mental image can really help you direct the breath where you want it to go. And try to notice if you feel a difference when you're actively thinking about the breath and trying to direct it compared to when you're not. Maybe you can deepen the stretch with your breath. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. And then let's walk the hands back towards the knees. And we're going to tuck the toes and then just start rocking back and forth here. So very gentle stretch in the backs of the wrists. All right, now let's come back through center. Let's turn the fingertips so that they're pointing towards the knees. And once again, very gentle back and forth. And you don't have to rock at all if that hurts your wrists. Just do whatever you can. And then last one, a little bit more intense. We're going to turn the palms so that they face the ceiling. Here you do not have to rock back and forth. You can just stay still and just try to straighten your arms and maybe internally rotate your elbows. Good. And then let's slowly make our way to tabletop. Once you're there, you can close your eyes, maybe add a few movements, side to side, figure eights, whatever feels good. And you can continue to move into cat and cow. So breathing in, dropping the belly, opening up the heart. Breathing out, 1 vertebra at a time, rounding your spine. And then feel free to always add extra movements. So if you want to move the hips side to sides or figure eights, You can always do that. So I'm just fixing my mic. All right, let's keep moving, harmonizing your breath to your movements. And we're slowly going to make our way into a neutral spine. On your inhale, the right arm reaches up. Exhale, thread the needle for 3 without touching the floor with your right shoulder. Inhale to open. Exhale, thread. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread. And now inhale, open, and at the same time, kick your right leg back, modified side plank. One more breath here. On your exhale, let's bend the right knee. Right hand can hold the right ankle and open up the heart, making sure you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. And now let's cactus the right arm. So let go of your foot, but try to keep the back bend. Inhale here. Exhale to round and crunch for 3. Inhale to open. Exhale, moving slow for 2. And 1. Inhale, kick your right leg back, right arm up. Exhale, the right hand comes down on the mat, the right foot also comes down on the mat. Let's lift the left knee, keep your left knee bent. Come on the outer blade of the right foot, and then drop your left foot down on the mat, a wild thing, or on the floor. It will probably be off the mat. On your next exhale, let's lower the hips. You can cover your face with your left hand. Inhale to lift. 2 more times, exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Last one, exhale. Inhale to lift, come into high plank. And then tabletop. Good. Left arm reaches up, inhale. Exhale, thread the needle, squeeze. Inhale to open. Exhale to thread. Inhale, open. Exhale to thread. Inhale, as you open, kick your left leg back and hold. And keeping your left leg active, flexing the left toes, actively reaching up through the left fingers. Let's bend the left knee, left hand holds onto left ankle, open up the heart. And now keeping that back bend, cactus your left arm, so making sure you're super active in the back body. Breathe in, breathe out to round for 3. And open. Exhale for 2. Inhale, open. And 1. Inhale, kick your left leg back, left arm up. Exhale, left hand, left foot comes back down on the mat. Let's pick up the right knee, come into wild thing. Breathe in, open up the heart. Exhale, drop the hips for 3. Inhale, open. Exhale to lower down for 2. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift the hips, look down at your mat, come into high plank. Slowly, let's lower all the way down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's bring the fingertips off the mat, tend to the fingers, lifting from your upper back. Inhale, cobra. Exhale to lower. 2 more times, so really using your back muscles here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more, breathe in. And release. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck your toes, high plank, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And let's take 2 more breaths here. On your next inhale, slowly walk all the way up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale to fold. Let's bend the knees, roll up one vertebra at a time. Inhale to reach the arms up. Maybe find a little bit of a back bend, drawing an imaginary line on the ceiling above you. Exhale, keeping the heart open, hinge at the hips and fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's step the right foot back. Drop the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. Exhale, half splits. Good, moving slow. It's not a fast pace. Imagine you're moving through honey. There's like a constant resistance against you. And exhale, back to half splits. Inhale, Anjanasana for 3. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, 4. Exhale, half splits, reach the arms back. One more, inhale. Exhale, half splits. Now let's drop the fingertips down on the mat and stay here. 5 breaths. Actively pulling your left hip back, reaching the chest forward. And try to stay connected to your breath throughout the whole sequence. Especially now, really making the breath guide the movement and not the other way around. On your next inhale, we're going to untuck the right toes and then lift your chest. Let's bring the arms out to the sides, find a point of focus somewhere out in front of you, and let's see if we can lift that left leg off the mat and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Let's release the left knee. Plant the hands, frame your left foot, tuck the right toes, lift the right knee. Wild thing on the right hand. Come on the outer blade of your right foot. Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, drop the hips 1 time. Inhale to open. Exhale, high plank, your chaturanga. And moving slow. On your next inhale, let's walk all the way up to the top of the mat, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And bend the knees, let's roll up, high mountain. Maybe draw an imaginary line on the ceiling, squeeze the glutes, open up the heart. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps back, drop the left knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, Anjanasana. Exhale, half splits. We're doing that 5 times. Inhale, Anjanasana. Exhale, half splits. 3 more at your own pace. Last one. And let's drop the fingertips down on the mat and hold here. Stretch it out. Keep hollowing your lower belly. Keep pulling your hips back. Keep reaching your chest forward. And now on your inhale, let's untuck the left toes. Lift the chest, reach the arms out. See if you can lift your right leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Plant the hands, frame your right foot. A wild thing on the left hand, so drop your outer blade of the left foot. Right leg stays bent. Just step it behind your left leg. Right arm reaches over your right ear. Inhale here. Exhale, high plank. Your vinyasa, slow motion. Again, no dropping. Very slow, very controlled. And I know it's difficult sometimes to lower in chaturanga, so if you feel like you are collapsing a little bit, you can always drop the knees down on the mat. On your inhale, the right leg rises. Exhale, bend the right knee, open up the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot steps on the outside of the right hand. Let's ground the left heel for side angle pose. Left arm reaches up and hold. On your next inhale, reverse triangle. Let's straighten the right leg. Exhale, both arms come parallel to the floor. Inhale, reach as far as you can through the right fingertips. When you can't anymore, let's open up Trikonasana and hold. All right, now gazing down to the floor, we're going to bend the right knee a little bit. Right hand reaches for somewhere in front of the right foot for half moon. And let's hold here. So the whole body is open to the left. You're trying to stack your left hip over the right, left shoulder over the right. Keep reaching through your floating limb, so left arm, left leg. And if you want to go deeper, as we did in tabletop, maybe bend your left knee, maybe left hand holds onto left ankle, maybe open up the chest. Now let's slowly release. Let's step back, reverse warrior as slowly as possible. Good. Inhale, imagine someone press slow motion on the TV. Exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down to the mat. Wild thing on the left hand. So come on the outer blade of your left foot, right foot steps behind the left leg. Now let's look towards the top of the mat. See if you can step your right foot all the way to the top, maybe without dropping the right hand. So if you want to do it super controlled, right knee comes into the chest. Look forward, try to go as slowly as possible. Right foot steps. Crescent lunge, inhale. Exhale, airplane lunge for 5. Inhale, crescent. Maybe bend the left knee a little bit if that feels good in your lower back. Exhale, airplane lunge for 2. 3. 4. And on 5, full airplane, bouncing on the right foot. And hold for 5. On your next exhale, step back lunge, high plank, your Vinyasa. And we meet in downward facing dog. Next inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, bend the left knee, open up the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Keep moving slowly, that's the hard part. Exhale, left foot steps beside your left hand. Ground your right heel, right arm reaches up, side angle pose. Here as well, try to keep opening your chest and your right hip. So you're trying to twist the body to the right, if that makes sense. On your next inhale, reverse triangle. Straighten your left leg, left arm reaches up and over. Exhale is bring the hands parallel to the floor, reach through the left fingertips. When you can't anymore, Trikonasana. And hold. All right, now looking down at your left foot, let's bend the left knee a little bit. Left hand reaches for the floor. Right arm, right leg reaches up. If you stay here, maybe you want to challenge your balance. Keep lifting your chest. Maybe lift your left hand. Maybe just the fingertips, maybe lift it up higher. Or you can bend your right knee, right hand can hold on to the right ankle, and you can open up the chest. And we're keeping the body open to the right. You can also look to the right, maybe up to the ceiling. I prefer looking down. It feels safer. All right, let's release if you're in sugarcane, and then slow motion, reverse warrior. On your exhale, let's cartwheel the hands all the way down to the mat. Wild thing on the right hand. And move slow. And then let's see if we can step that left foot to the top of the mat. Once again, as slowly as possible. From here, inhale, crescent lunge. Exhale, airplane lunge for 5. Inhale. For 4, with the rhythm of your own breath. So if you're faster or slower than me, that is fine. 3. 'Full airplane on 1. And hold. Try to lift your chest, lift your arms, lift your right leg. On your next exhale, let's step back into a lunge, high plank. Your vinyasa, slow and controlled. All right, in your downward facing dog, let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more deep inhale. And release. From downward facing dog, let's drop the forearms. So internally rotate your elbows. If you can, let's do 2 at a time. And then let's come into forearm plank. So if you need to step your feet back, that's fine. Let's hold for 5. And make sure you're not dropping the hips. Keep lifting for 3. And now let's drop the knees, drop the hips, come into Sphinx pose, and hold. Here it's important to press the pubic bone down in the mat, pull your chest through, keep lifting. Maybe for 1 breath, press into the mat, lift your elbows for seal. Exhale to release all the way back down. Hands come underneath your shoulders, tuck the toes, high plank or tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's lift the right leg up high. And then see if you can lift your left hand towards your left hip. And from here, keep your left hand by your left hip if possible. Bring your right knee to your right elbow. And then let's step the right foot on the outside of the right hand. Inhale, side angle. Exhale here. Reverse warrior, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way back down. Step back, downward facing dog. Last standing pose on the left side. Let's lift the left leg. Spread the fingers of your left hand super wide. Maybe right hand reaches by the right hip. And then let's keep the right hand in the air. Bring your left knee as close as possible to your left elbow. Move slow. It's okay if you fall out. And then let's step that left foot towards your left hand. Ground your right heel. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, exhale here. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step back, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Last upward facing dog. Inhale. And then drop your knees. Come into child's pose. Let's take 2 more breaths here. We're going to lift the hips, come through tabletop, and then we're coming into a seat. Let's bring the soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Here you're going to reach through the fingertips. Hollow the lower belly, reach as far as you can for 5. Each inhale, reach further, 4. 3. 2. And 1. Exhale, you can fold. And if you feel like you're straining your lower back, keep your spine straighter. If you're rounding, make sure you're not rounding from the lower back. It's mostly the upper back. On your next inhale, slowly rise up. Let's extend the legs out to the sides. Flex the toes. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, let's fold forward. And then come back up. So just pulsing 2 more times. Exhale, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the thighs, fold. Inhale, come back up. Exhale 1 more time to fold. This time stay here. And then you can support yourself with your elbows or coming all the way down to the mat or with blocks, whatever is more comfortable. We're here for 10 breaths. And make sure you keep your legs active. Thighs are squeezing, kneecaps are lifting, and you're externally rotating your toes. Or you can also have your feet pointed. Up to you. That's the yoga way is normally toes flexed, but I don't believe that doing one thing all the time is necessarily the best for your body. So if you want to switch it up, you are more than welcome to. I'll stay here for 5 more breaths. And you can slowly make your way back up. Let's bring the knees together. We're going to come all the way down to the back, 1 vertebra at a time, in preparation for bridge pose. So feet can come very close to your hips. And you can either do bridge, which is lifting the spine, or full wheel with your hands on the mat instead of your shoulders. Whatever you feel your body is ready for. So for bridge, I'm assuming you know how to get there. For wheel, only do it if you feel comfortable. Hands come by your ears. Fingers are pointing towards your feet. Let's press into the legs. Bring the crown of your head down on the mat. Here, it's optional, but I like this step because you can then walk your hands even closer towards your shoulders and then press up into your wheel. Squeeze the glutes a lot, press through the feet, maybe rock back and forth if that feels good. Any movement you want to do here, anything that feels nice. you're ready to come down, let's tuck the chin. Slowly lower the back of the head, one vertebra at a time. Let's bring the spine back down on the mat. Coming into constructive rest for a moment. You can choose to stay here in stillness or knock your knees side to side. All right, if you feel any sensations in your lower back, sometimes wheel can be quite intense, so if there's any pain whatsoever, stay here. All right, this is a nice shape to neutralize the lower back and the spine, so just stay here until you don't feel anything anymore. If you're fine, then we can bring the knees into the chest. So very important as well, when we bend the spine in one direction, we don't immediately want to bend it in the opposite direction. We're not an elastic, so we need to be very gentle. So here I'm not rounding the spine, but I'm pulling the knees down and really trying to flatten the whole back. All right, from here, let's twist. Both knees can come to the right, left arm reaches out to the left. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. And then both knees can fall over to the left, right arm reaches out to the right. On your next inhale, let's come back through center. I'm just going to hug the knees in. You can lift your forehead. I'm not going to do that today. Don't feel like it. But if you want to, you can lift your forehead to your knees. Wherever you are, so whether the head's on the mat or lifted, let's take a deep breath in. And then hold the breath and squeeze your knees closer into your chest. Squeeze every single muscle in your body for 3, 2, 1, and then exhale. Let's let go. Come into Savasana, extending your legs out in front of you, your arms alongside your body. Take a moment, make sure you're comfortable. The back of the neck is long. Maybe you want to lift the head, tuck the chin, and then place it back down. Rolling the shoulder blades together, whatever you need. And let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it. And exhale through the mouth. And another deep breath in. Hold. And release. And allowing yourself to completely let go. Allowing yourself a moment of stillness to just be present. And reminding yourself that you are not your thoughts and you are not the sensations in your body. You are the observer. You watch them pass, drifting in front of you like clouds in the sky. A student of mine actually said she imagines herself sitting in a movie chair and watching all the thoughts pass like movies on a screen. So any visualization or way of thinking that is easiest for you is the best one. Practice observing and practice disattachment. You do not have to attach to any thought, any feeling. And attaching also means trying to push them away. So try not to judge, try not to push away, and try not to attach. Just observe. Just be present. And notice that everything is okay. You're still breathing. Your heart is still beating. Enjoy this moment. Slowly start to deepen your breath whenever you're ready to wiggle your fingertips and toes. Taking the time to stretch in any direction that feels good. And take your time. Try to keep your eyes closed throughout the whole transition out of Savasana. And you're more than welcome to still be in Savasana. That is okay. I know the Savasanas here on YouTube are a little bit shorter. So if you want to stay longer, be my guest. Otherwise, let's make our way up to a comfortable seat. And once you're there, you can once again check in. Noticing how you're feeling, noticing the quality of your breath, your posture. If anything has shifted physically or mentally. On your next inhale, I invite you to reach the arms above your head. And then exhale to bring the hands at the heart space. And as you go forth into the rest of your day, may you have peace in your thoughts. May you have peace in your words. And may you have peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope that you enjoyed the class. I hope that you feel energized or tired. Leave a comment if you did. I really like to know your feedback. And if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really supports my channel. And I will see you next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.